Hello, I recently talked about one of my big frustrations in the workshop at the moment is every time I need to use one of my big machines, one of my big saws, I have to actually pull it out. The bandsaw, the miter saw or the table saw. I think I can start by sorting one out, and that's actually getting the table saw onto a stand, which means I don't have to set it up every time I want to use it. I've got some OSB I'm going to use to make it. I've roughly worked out what size I need this to be so I can get some bits cut, but a lot of this is just going to be figuring it out as I go along. I've got the track saw, so let's get these cut. Just got these all cut in time as it's just started to rain out there. So the plan is that this big bit is going to be the base, and at one end is going to have the table saw, and then what I'm going to do is put these cabinets under the other end, so I've got an outfeed built in, which is going to be so handy. Before I can do anything with these cabinets though, I've got to get them all emptied out. Right, we're all emptied out. Oh, that's been a hard morning. Before I go any further, I'm going to sit down and have my tea. As I'm sure you know, I love learning new woodworking skills, and that's why I'm really pleased to have teamed up with Woodworkers Guild of America for this video, and they're sponsoring it. Woodworkers Guild of America is a brilliant online resource for woodworking information, instruction and ideas. Once I finish this current build of the table saw stand, I want to make some sleds to go on it, and I've found a great article on their website. It's called 4 table saw sleds that help improve accuracy. So I've been having a read, and I think it's going to be essential for me coming up with ideas of how to build mine. So there's going to be a video coming up on this channel soon about that. I've also been watching one of their premium videos about making your own miter slot guides, and that's going to come in so handy for this sled build. As well as lots of helpful articles, they have a huge range of projects. And I've been looking at one about making a wooden stool with a woven top. The top is woven using paracord, a technique I've never seen before. So I've bookmarked that, and I'm going to come back to it because it's definitely something I want to give a go. As I say, I love learning new skills, and what I really want to try this year is doing hand-cut dovetails. So on Woodworkers Guild of America's website, there is many articles and tutorials about it. So I'm going to give them a read, a watch, and work it out. So hand-cut dovetails is something I'm definitely going to try this year. So if there's a new woodworking skill you want to learn, Woodworkers Guild of America is a great resource. They're creating new premium videos all the time to help you stay inspired, and their professional instructors walk you through each technique step by step. You can even contact with fellow woodworkers to share ideas, get help with problems, and get inspiration. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link under this video will get a full year of premium membership to Woodworkers Guild of America for only $1.49. So thank you for Woodworkers Guild of America for sponsoring this video. Now let's get on with getting this put together. Right, let's start getting this put together. So the first 2 bits, easy, just one goes on the end of the other. So the next bit of wood needs to go in here, but against the red cabinet. So I'm going to tip it over and get the cabinets in place. This second piece can now go on, so it's going to be tight against the cabinets, and I'll get some screws in from the back. I'm going to lock this together at the top with a piece stretching over. Now, it's a little scrap that's not quite big enough, but it doesn't matter because you're not actually going to see it. So one of the main reasons why I do this is to make it easy to get out, so it's going to need to have some casters on it. I've got an extra strip of wood that is going to go onto the bottom, so I'm going to drill down so I can recess the bolts into this and get the casters attached to this strip. These strips with the wheels now can just get screwed to the underside of the cabinet. Let's see if I can get this up on the wheels without taking the cabinets out. So this top piece doesn't look very nice, and as I said, you're not going to see it because I have a plan, and that I've got something in the shed. I've got an old worktop or bench top in there, so I'm going to grab that to go on here. This top is too big at the moment, but what I'm going to do is get it screwed into place and then I'll trim it down. So to get it screwed on, first I can get these cabinets removed and get some screws driven up from underneath, then I can trim it. Now to get the saw into place. Now I can see how high this saw needs to go up and get some wood cut for under it. Under where the table saw goes, I can use it for more storage. So I've got some of these Bisley chests. I'm going to get them in there, and the other support is going to go against them. The platform can go on the table saw. I get it the right way round. And then we can get the table saw actually into place. Ah, super. So really that's it all done. I've got the red cabinet back in both sides and filled up. Under here I've got the Bisley drawers in, and I've got a little gap around the other side. The table saw is not secured down at the moment, so I'm going to have a little think about how to do that, because I want to do it in a way I can remove it quickly. So I'm going to have a look at the stand that actually came with the saw stop saw and see if I can use some bits off that. I want to make some sleds for this, as I say, and maybe some more accessories, but I'm going to live with it for a while and work out what else needs doing. Obviously, it moves around nicely, and I can lock it down with 4 locking casters. So when I'm not using it, it can go over against the wall, gives me an extra bench top, but I've got an outfeed table, and no longer do I have to set the saw up when I want to use it. All I can do is plug it in, and it's ready to go. So I think I'm pleased with this. I think it's going to make my workshop efficient, or more efficient than it was. So thank you for watching. Thanks to my patrons, and please subscribe for more videos.